Previously on Survivor.
Numerato tribe got here first, so they will once again take back community. I also need to know, what's your tribe name?
Pinkle.
Pinkle?
Pinkle.
Pinkle? Alright. Pinkle tribe and New Shallows tribe, you guys will be going to tribal this week, where 2 more people will be sent home.
4th person voted out of this game. Oh, yeah. That's 3 less now. I'm sorry. And the 5th person voted out of this game. Philip. That's 3 that's not. Okay, drop the ball.
Made a big mistake.
Yeah, nothing else for you, Tom.
Drops right.
This week's challenge, which we've done in seasons 3 and 4, is You Up. In this iteration, each team will nominate a player for each day of the week, as well as the other teams and their 2 players. On each day, 3 players, 1 from each team, will be assigned random tasks to complete at random times throughout the day. Whichever player completes the task first will receive a point for their team. At the end of the week, everyone will go to the vote-off. Everyone will vote within their teams. After scores are revealed, the team with the least amount of points, votes will be read, and someone will go home.
Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oh. Oh my god.
Hold on. Bread. Oh my god, I'm shaking. Peanut butter. Oh my god, yum. Okay. This looks so stupid. People are gonna think I'm crazy and I don't even care. Oh my god, open. Go on bread. Jelly. Look. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Oh wow.
This is like fresh from the factory.
Fresh peanut butter and jelly. again.
Okay, tell me when it's 3 seconds. 2, 1, down, go.
This is Mike, he's so wonderful, and he's up there, and I'm down here, and he had purple lights on, and it was beautiful, and it was amazing, yeah.
High school musical, who says we have to let it go. It's the best part we've ever known. Step into the future.
Eggs. Hey guys, it's me and Joe Zagamana. We're here for the 30 work challenge. We've hidden the safety without power without safety advantage menu right there. Right now, Lily, Andrew, and Eli are doing today. We chose randomly on what day we would put this. We chose today, so whoever gets here first and notices first, advantage is theirs.
This is milk. This is chocolate sauce. Making it. I'm in the right place. Turn it down. Almost there. Okay.
Let's go. Shoot and try to swallow.
Okay, it is like 4:55 on Tuesday. Today, me, Eli, and Lily are participating in the challenge. I am very nervous. I've seen what they were the last 2 days. They are pretty crazy. The plan is for Eli and I to split up. I'm doing odds, he's doing evens, so we have a better chance of making sure that Lily gets the least amount of points, and hopefully one of the Morados go home again this week.
So we are deliberating whether or not we're going to be adding Eli into our little alliance, not actually as a person in our alliance, but as a number. So he's in a really vulnerable situation right now with people in his tribe. He's obviously going to be the first one voted out. And he's scared, he's terrified, he's trying to buddy up with all of us. He's trying to, as Joss put it, he's sucking my dick right now. He's doing the same to Marcella, Lily, and I, because he knows that we're a strong alliance and he wants to be a part of it. He will never be a part of our alliance. I don't like Eli. I don't like him as a person. I think that he's not a good person, and I think that he's volatile. He stormed out of tribal when he got blindsided with the Philip vote. He's not good. I don't want to be in any kind of alliance with him, but I will use him as a vote. I will use him as a number, and I will use him to make a big strategic move that blows up in his face later on in the competition.
To other people in the game, I know I'm coming off as like a Russell Hantz type player, but in reality, I am Boston Rob, and I am in the best position possible heading into the merge, because first of all, I'll be on the majority side, and I really hope that this could be like a Redemption Island arc for me as like a Boston Rob type guy.
In terms of me, I do think I'm okay if we go to tribal this week. The whole situation's weird. I don't really have much of a say in it. I looked everywhere for that idol. I'm pretty sure somebody else has already found it because I'm 100% sure it's in one of those orange parking lots. I checked 5 of them. I definitely think it's in the one at Falk on like the little sky bridge. And but I like went there first, like literally right after the clue came out. So either I'm just blind or I'm an idiot.
We found it. We literally just went for a walk. We picked up this like traffic cone here, and we literally found it.
God.
I would love to work with Murado. I would love to get Parker out because Parker is so full of it. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure you're a great person.
Oh my God.
Oh.
The way I can't open this. It was just under this freaking cone.
It's like really taped.
It's like really taped. Oh my God.
No way.
Who would have thought we would have found
Yeah,
this?
literally. We were literally joking about like, okay, yeah, maybe we'll like find it.
Oh.
No. Oh my God.
Watch me fake.
Yeah, literally. This is one of like 3 photos. Oh my gosh. Read it.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Congratulations, you were found a new era tribe community idol. Definitely looks real. Definitely looks like the one that Julia has. And so yeah, so me and Savannah are the ones that know about it, and we were talking about it, and I think we're not gonna tell anybody. I think even Julia, who told me about hers, I feel bad, but I don't think we're gonna tell her. I think we're gonna keep it between us. Maybe that could bite me in the butt. I really hope not. But I just think it's so much more powerful the less people know, and I know if I told Julia, Eli would find out, and Savannah would be pissed. I just think it's in my best interest to like keep it just between us. And yeah, so it's crazy. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. And I'm hoping that I don't have to use it for a long time or at all because yeah, ideally I wouldn't have to use it. But yeah, that's basically my day so far and it's going pretty well, I would say. So I'm super excited.
All I have to do is deal with the cards right, because I've been dealt a full deck. I have every option possible right now, and that is the best thing possible in this game. I am so stoked for where I'm at. I'm making to the merge unscathed. Sure, I probably received a vote tonight, but so far I haven't received any votes at all. And also just the fact that like I know about pretty much every advantage, people trust me, and the whole other tribe, my plan of acting worked. I freaking put like spit on my eyes to act like I was crying. Who knows? I might not even be Boston Rob. I want to be Tony. Like, I don't even care at this point. Yes, sorry that I'm trying to model my game after Legends, but they won for reasons, and I'm going to win for those types of reasons as well. I don't care if I'm a villain. I'm just trying to win this game. This game means so much to me. Survivor is my favorite show of all time, and I'm going to do what it takes to get to the end. I will burn the bridges I have to. I'll build the relationships I have to.
Not to say that I don't care if we lose, but I wouldn't be upset if we lose because Emma and Marcelo and I talked about basically not throwing the challenge, but not trying super hard so that we might have the opportunity to vote out Maddie. We've been wanting to vote her out for literally forever, and so this could be our shot.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna vote Ben unless I hear from Marcelo again because he hasn't even given me a name or anything. Like, I don't know. I have a bad feeling that we're gonna be the ones whose votes are red. So, I don't know. I don't have an idol to play, nothing, but I've only heard from Emma that one time about Ben. I haven't heard from Lily at all. Again, Marcelo's not texting me back. I haven't heard from Ben either. Like, Ben didn't even ask me if I wanted to do something, and that is what scares me, because Ben would have texted me and been like, hey, do you want to vote something, some way? That's why I think they're voting me, because Ben didn't text me.
I'm gonna have to do another vlog.
Okay, well let me ask you something.
Because like if I say, oh Casey, why don't you do these things and I do these ones, it won't matter.
Let me ask you something.
Because she can't do the things.
Don't you think that if Mel's not responding to you, there's a good chance that she's working with Ben?
That's what I said at the beginning, Derek!
So then you reaching out to Ben would just let Mel know that you're trying to work against her.
That's why I had to talk to you about it.
So don't do it, you
So then
idiot.
work by myself?
Yes!
There's no point, I'm gonna lose! It's like 3 weeks in a row I'm gonna be the reason our tribe loses. Although realistically I think we're up by fucking, what's 11 minus 4? 7. So we, yeah, 7. So we can't, so like if we lose, we're really bad.
Have you ever heard of...
I had to think of the numbers, Austin. My mind's going a million miles a second right
Why
here.
do you call Mel on the phone?
Why would I call her on the phone?
Because she's not answering!
You can cut all this out. It's like 3 minutes. Excuse me, ma'am.
What did you text
Can you
her?
please betray your tribe? I said, hey, I know your tribe has been working with us because we started with the most points and only one tribe's losing. Do you want to work with me on the tribe? Like, do you want to work with me on the tasks today?
Okay,
that's what I said.
What time was that?
It's like 10 minutes ago.
Yes!
Honestly, sometimes I think like, okay, like am I like doing things that are helping my resume? Because also like if I get towards the end, like I want to be able to have a good speech filled with a lot of stuff. But also at the same time, I'm like, if you want to put in all this effort and do all this stuff and report back to me, I honestly think that's almost more impressive because it's like you're literally achieving the same amount as these other people, but making them do the work for you, which I think is better. Like, Julia's out here like, oh, I'll do this, I'll do that, and I'm like, okay, I'll sit here pretty and wait for your report.
Okay, so update. So tonight is tribal. I literally have not updated this vlog all week because I am the worst. So basically, the plan tonight is for me, Eli, and Casey to vote for Mel. I don't want to have Luke read our votes tonight because I don't want to have to worry about winning next week's challenge to not get rid of one of the three of us. Like, hopefully we win this week so that we can like kind of it be more than okay to lose next week so that we can get rid of Mel. But the risk is that if Mel does have an idol and she plays it, her vote is going on Eli. So I have to play my idol for Eli because, you know, I don't want him to go home. And then I think what that would leave us at is Casey and I drawing rocks. So I basically have two options. I could either, if Mel plays the idol, I have two options. I can play it for Eli, or I can play it for Eli, me and Casey go to rocks, and one of us goes home, or I don't play it for Eli and just kind of let it happen, you know? I'm just really hoping that she doesn't, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't even happen because then I don't have to worry about it. But I really feel like I've made her very comfortable this week. Like, we've talked a lot about getting rid of Eli. We've talked a lot about like down the road of this game. So hopefully it worked.
So I don't know if Maddie's gonna go home or not. I don't think she will. If she does, it's good. But if she doesn't, I know that she trusts me. So at least I already have that inside, even if Emma and Lily don't. If I can go even farther, even better. And we're gonna try, because you know I want that title of Sole Survivor.
I don't know, I'm praying we just win because otherwise I think I might be going home. Or being paranoid. But I think Ben would have messaged me about something. Oh my gosh. So this might be my last vlog, but we'll see. Especially, and this would be super bad because I feel like since it's an active challenge and we're inside tonight, I feel like we're merging after this. So, I don't know. If I go home, then cry tears, but I have no idea. We'll see.
Welcome back, Murado, Pinkle, and Deepen, the Tribal Council. We're all being questioned tonight. You will find out whose votes are being read after you all cast your votes. Let's get right into it. Eli, I'm going to start with you. Last tribal, your emotions were clearly running high. You ended up storming out of the place for a second. What was going through your head?
I mean, I screwed up, and it is what it is, and I gotta hope for the best that we win this challenge, because if not, it's not gonna be good for me.
Were you actually motivated this challenge? Did you go extra hard?
Oh yeah, I made sure I did all 15. No matter what, even if I knew I wasn't the first one to do it, I thought I'd still do it just cause.
Alright, Lily, the other 2 tribes were down a member for this challenge. Do you think that provided them with an advantage because someone got to go twice, get used to the challenges a little bit? Or was it more an advantage for you guys since you had a fresh member each day?
I don't know. I think it was probably a little bit more of an advantage for us because we had a fresh person every day. I know I would have been kind of fatigued by the second day of having to do that many tasks twice. But yeah, I think it went pretty well for us.
Savannah, what about you? How did you like this challenge? Commercial and all.
I thought it was really fun. I don't know, some of the tasks were just exciting. Some of them were definitely harder than others, but I had a lot of fun barking like a dog on the wall.
Were there any strategies that you went into with this challenge?
I was like trying to think of a strategy before I got into it. I was like, okay, like certain ones I'll do first, and then once I got into it, I was just like, first anything I read that's like close to me. I don't know. I guess also like living off campus, I was like trying to do stuff that like I would have in a house that like people in dorms like wouldn't have, because I know I could get it done before them. And sort of like maybe taking more of an L on the stuff that was like they were way closer to campus to do.
Julia, we heard that you hurt your ankle during this challenge. Medevac Club, welcome. Did it surprise you how chaotic the challenge was?
Yeah, I was waiting for it to get sent to my phone, and then I have a split double, so my roommate's on the other side, and I started doing the push-ups like right away. She's like, "Why are you panting?" And I like wasn't answering her, and then I start like running to the shower like. And I come back and I'm soaked in all my clothes. She's like, "What's happening?" And I was like, "I wish I could tell you." And it was chaotic, but it was fun, I guess, if you want to say that.
I don't know, how was it dealing with the anxiety of having to be the first one to do the task and not knowing if you were the first one to do the task?
It was definitely a lot of pressure. I don't live on campus, so I got in my car and I drove here really quick, and I was running around a lot. But I mean, I feel like the people with dorms here, they definitely were at an advantage for some of the things. So, like Mel said, took an L on some.
Maddie, when we first mentioned that every tribe was going to travel this week, what was your first thoughts?
I'm not gonna lie, I think my head just kind of went a little bit blank. I thought it was a clever thing. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Sending all of us here at the same time, that's lovely. But I don't know. I mean, immediately you kind of think like the other tribes have been to tribal already with these new tribes that we're in, so they kind of have a working of their dynamic a little bit. They have like a base to work off of going to tribal beforehand, and we haven't done that yet. So this is kind of like we're in kind of their position last week, where it's like you haven't really addressed the tribal lines or like previous stuff that happened in other tribes. Like you really just don't know, so it's a little unnerving knowing that the other tribes kind of have a little more experience in their work system than us.
Marcelo, off of what Maddie said, you guys haven't declared lines within your tribe yet. Do you play this week? Do you try and win? Do you try and lose? What do you do?
I mean, I feel like all of us, at least within our tribe, are just naturally competitive people. So regardless if we even thought of throwing a challenge, it would probably not work out very well because we're just competitive people and we would just try our best regardless. And it's not really even a smart move anyways because we don't like each other. Like all 5 of us like each other, and I don't think any of us want to see each other go home regardless if it's like now or later. So it's just one of the things where I hope none of us go home because I think we all deserve a fair shot of moving forward in this game.
Dross, how do you navigate a kind of week like this where you have to plan to vote someone out, but you might actually not have to vote them out?
Well, it doesn't really take a rocket scientist to see that there's 4 of the old Murado people and there's 1 of me. So I try really hard to just like be supportive. I wanted to win the challenge. I knew that my options were kind of thin. I went and helped everybody else with theirs. Like I was just like, like if we can win the challenge and avoid tribal, that's our best course of action because they're all pretty strong together. So my heart's pounding right now.
Mel, Dross mentioned how he's down 4-1 based off of pre-swap lines. You're in the same situation where you're down 3-1 in pre-swap lines. Are you still nervous that can come into effect?
I mean, there's always something that can happen. going back to Maddie's point, like we do have a week where like we did, you know, I guess establish a certain like the drawing the lines in the tribe or whatever. And what happened last week also like helps me feel more secure because I had people besides Phil, not even Phil, who voted with me. So I'm hoping, you know, those same people will be with me again. So that's what's keeping me calm.
Parker, even though only one tribe's votes are being read, advantages are still in play, and anyone can play them tonight. Do you think we might see one, since anyone can play one?
Yeah, you always think that you might see one. They're always in play, so it's definitely a possibility for sure.
Jason, you weren't able to show up to the last tribal challenge. Do you think that your name could be on the chopping block for your tribe because of that?
I mean, yeah, honestly it could be, and it's been a stressful couple of weeks back to back because I feel like, I don't know, it might just be me, I feel like my name's always on the chopping block a little bit, but you know what, I just try to be supportive, I try to do as much as I can, and I think, I don't know, what happens, happens, that's it.
Andrew, what about you? You don't even know who's going to tribal, who's losing a player, how do you plan?
I think we're in a pretty tough situation since there's 4 of us left, all from the original Shallow tribe, and we all worked together last week in the vote. So it was definitely not easy going into this. So our main plan was we worked all, I think, individually really, really hard to make sure that we would come out on top this week and not have to worry about it. But we are voting either way, so it took looking a little deeper and looking a little further into the game to see what would really matter.
Casey, as we move farther and deeper into this game, is it harder to vote the people out that you're spending more and more time with?
Yeah, for sure. I think, like, it's hard. It's always hard, but definitely as you kind of also meet, like, other people on the other tribe, it's just kind of like everyone here is super cool, so, and then, yeah, you just bond with them, and then it just gets harder and it's just not fun.
Julia, would you still say that this is a pre-swap Murad over Shallows game?
No, I don't even think that that's it even a little bit. I think that this is like, one person wins this game, like not the first tribe you're on. Like I don't know what we started with, 9? We started with, I don't know, a 9 was originally on my tribe. Like 9 people don't win this game, only 1 does. And like everybody here has the same mindset to like do whatever's gonna take them the furthest, so yeah.
Same question to you, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just about like familiarity and comfort. So I feel like obviously one person wins the game, but you know, those routes are tough, and like I've seen that this week. I mean, obviously, like, it's survive in advance, you know, it's March Madness, just gotta live one day at a time.
Savannah.
Savannah,
at what point do you start thinking what's best for Savannah instead of what's best for Pinkle or what's best for Shallow?
I don't know, I feel like you kind of always have to have that in the back of your mind, but I feel like especially with the merge like kind of coming up, that's like really when it's going to become an individual game, but I still feel like it's important to keep in mind now.
Lily, as we keep voting people out and numbers keep dwindling, is there any speculation of a merge coming up?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely either going to happen after this or at least like next week at the latest. I feel like that's the one thing I can't get off my mind lately is thinking about this.
Parker, do talks of a merge change your strategy, or does it make you more friendly in the game? Does it keep you reaching out to people?
Yeah, I would say it does keep me reaching out to people because at some point we're all going to come together at some point soon. So I want to make sure that I have people around me that I can trust.
Maddie, how important is it to keep the people around you that you trust and people that you want to keep working with around?
I think it's really important. I don't know, for me personally, I mean, I've been left out of votes already before, so like it's not, like, I don't know, I guess trust isn't as big of a thing for me as like who's gonna, like, move, I don't know. I mean, moving you forward doesn't necessarily mean that you have to trust them 100%. In my case, I'm pretty like straightforward and stuff, so I mean, obviously, trust is important, but you're not going to have it 100% all the way through the game just because of how the game's formatted and how it's set up. And you have to make certain moves and you have to do certain things that might break other people's trust, so you can't know 100% who's with you, you kind of just have to go with the flow, I guess, and not, I don't know, just trust in the moment rather than long term.
Eli, same question to you. How important is it to keep the people that you trust around?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the merge. I mean, at this point, it's just like, I can't even think about the merge when like it might be weeks away. Like, I just need to make it through this week, you know?
Anyone else have anything to say?
You look really cute today.
Okay, and with that, we will get to the votes. We're going to do one tribe at a time, so I know you're closest. We'll start with the Murano tribe, then we'll move to deep end, then
I'm really, really sorry, because I really like you. But as is common with Survivor, it was you or me.
I have a feeling it's me. Alright.
Should be an easy vote.
all right. You guys ready to find out one?
Yes.
All right. It was close. It came down to today. So, in first place, with 35 points, the defense came down to 1 point. Okay.
Wow.
In second place, also, whose votes will not be read tonight, with 34 points, the Pingle tribe, which means the Murano tribe votes will be read tonight, and one of you will be going home.
Can I please play the music?
In a moment, I will read the votes. If you would like to play an advantage, if anyone in the tribal area would like to play an advantage for an idol, now would be the time to do so. All right, on the votes. First vote, Maddie. Second vote, Ben. That's one vote Ben, one vote Maddie, 3 votes left. Third vote, Maddie. And the sixth person, voted out by Survivor New Era, Maddie. Come on, bring it down to 12. That's 3 votes, that's not the tribe has spoken.
Smart.
We're down to 12. We got a challenge coming up. Get ready to fight. See you in a couple moments. Today's challenge, which we debuted in season 4, is Balloon Popper. Every contestant will have 1 balloon tied to each ankle. In the first round, all 3 teams will send 2 players. Last player standing will win immunity for their team. In the second round, the remaining 2 teams will send the remaining 2 players. Whichever team is eliminated first will go to the vote, and someone will be voted off this week. Alright, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Literally just like tore your ACL.
Yeah, we're off to a slow start. This is a part of my friend. This is a clusterfuck. So far, only Dross has lost the balloon, and that was because it fell off, not because it was off.
Watch out behind you!
Dross and Emma have one. Murato's rides on the rope, going 2, everyone else has 4.
My oh my.
Emma is putting some moves on people. Watch the barrier. Dross is trying to make a move. Dross is going at it. Oh my god, this is so hard to call. There's a 3-way battle going on between Mel and Ben pops 1. Pickle drops down to 3 balloons. Defense still has 4. Pickle loses another. It's 4 to 2 to 2.
Come on, guys, come on. Watch out!
They show good sportsmanship, which is always a good sign.
Emma, watch out! Watch out behind you! Watch out!
Emma's being double teamed by Savannah and Julia, and now Parker's in a big back out. This is hard to call. You guys are maniacs. Alright, they called a hiatus. They called a truce. They're tired, they're running around, they got masks on, and taking over as referee.
And 4, you both have 2. Go for blue. Go for blue.
Marcel is right at coach. And Murado, they kind of slow start, but they're heading with. They're going after Mel, who's going Parker trying to sneak behind Julia, who is 2. Then going, oh my goodness.
Emma's out.
Emma loses her 6th balloon. Watch out, Murado's down to 1 balloon, and it's just Ben.
Oh, jeez.
Murado's out. They'll play again in the next round. Defense is still all 4 of their balloons, Pickle with 1 each. Both going for Mel. Parker and Mel going around in circles. Julia and Savannah facing off.
Let's go!
Parker's out. It's down to just Savannah. She wants to win. She has to pop 4 balloons without hers being popped. She's just trying to avoid everything. Julia. Savannah's going up the fight. It's now 3-1. The defense still leading. Watch out from behind you. Julia and Savannah went back and forth again. Now starting again.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh my goodness. This is getting violent.
Oh, there it is.
Savannah goes down. Defense side is safe and will not be going to travel console this week. They do not have to participate in the 2nd round. Alright. We're in the 2nd and final round. Jason and Andrew versus Marcelo and Lily. Last man standing, or woman I should say. Last person standing, 2021, will save their tribe. They will be immune and not go to tribal council. First team to lose all 4 of their balloons will go to tribal council. Once again, any final questions on rules? Pretty simple.
Let's go, guys.
Chaotic. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
So, he takes 1 from Jason, but Andrew takes 1 from Marcelo. It is 3-3. Marcelo's going hard. Lily's trying to avoid. Balloon gets stepped off the stage. 1-on-1.
Oh, gee.
Going for Marcel's last one to get Lily. Marcel gets another one. It's 3-2. Lily with 2, Marcel, Jason, and Andrew all with 1.
I like that. That's the nickname.
Marcelo and Jason are going at each other, as are Andrew and Lily.
Woo!
Andrew's got a balloon, but Lily lost 1. And it's 2-1. Everyone has 1 balloon left. Alright, Jason. Jason from Pickle trying to save his tribe from going to tribal. 2v1. Everyone is one balloon. Sudden death now. Jason's balloon. Murado tribe is safe and will avoid tribal council, and Tinkle tribe will unfortunately be going to tribal council whenever that may be. I'll let everyone recollect themselves for a minute. Okay. Great effort, guys. Tinkle, unfortunately, you will be going to tribal council on Sunday, where one of you will be the 7th person voted off of Survivor Syracuse New Era. Murado, no tribal council Sunday, no tribal council Sunday for Deep End as well, and you guys will be receiving your immunity idol clue tonight. Pickle, and everyone else, I believe our next challenge is on Sunday. We'll see you then.
Okay, I look like a literal loser, but so today, I'm not really stressed about today. I'm hoping it's the merge, because I think once it's post-merge, that's when I'm just gonna kind of like ball out. I'm gonna reach out to Mel, because like I love Julie and Eli, like I really do, but I think I need to start thinking about myself. And also, like, I think they would have texted me, but Julia said to me and Mel on Thursday night after the challenge, she was like, oh, like we'll go idol hunting together on Saturday. And then like that was my bad, I didn't reach out, but like also I saw her that night idol hunting with Eli, which I know all of that stuff about like Julia and Eli just being together, but I think one of my biggest things is like I don't want to ever be too comfortable and I don't want to be naive, so I'm gonna start thinking about myself more. Like this is like nothing against my own tribe or anything, but I need to have Mel, because I know that if it's without Mel, like without a separate alliance, like I will be one of the first people to go home from my original shallows.
It's getting down to like where alliances are going to start breaking up and things are going to go crazy and people are going to not know who to trust. I know, no one's going to know who to trust. And like I have a sneaking suspicion that Marcelo is planning on blindsiding me at some point. So right now, the only people that I really trust are Ben and Lily, and like Marcelo's gonna vote with us for the first couple of votes because he has no one else to vote with, but I do think that there's a chance that he blindsides me in the future, just because like he is such a threat. And he told me last night, I called him, he was like, it's gonna be you or me that wins. Like he said that with such certainty, that means that he sees me as like that big threat in the game. Which I also see him as the big threat in the game. Because like Parker's the threat right now. Parker's not gonna win. We're gonna get him out. It's the like people who are quietly holding the puppet strings behind the scenes. And that's Marcelo and I. I'm the reason that Ben's still here. It wasn't Marcelo, it was me that kept him. So he does kind of owe me in a sense. Obviously Survivor, like you can't owe each other or anything, like you can't trust anybody, but I would hope that there would be some kind of loyalty for me keeping him in the game.
Holy shit, I did it. I was on a tribe with 4 people that should in theory have been in the Lions, and I would have been an easy out. And I convinced 3 of them that I was deserving to be here. And I will say I got a little bit lucky. I feel like if it was anyone other than Maddie, I don't know. Based on the way that the 3 of them seem pretty close, like I feel like I might have been able to convince them that like Mel was difficult. But Maddie was definitely the easiest target to go after. And I took advantage of it, you know. I sat back, I listened, I didn't scramble, I didn't do anything stupid. I waited for the game to come to me, I found my opening, and I took it. Let's pick another idol clue, although I don't think the idol's in play. I think someone has it. That's the thing that's tough, is that like no idols have been played yet, and there were 3 out there, and I'm sure all 3 of them have been found. So you got 3 people holding on to idols. Unless they blindsided someone with an idol, which I think could be possible. Like, I keep on hearing Philip might have had one. Anyways, I'm rambling.
Oh, also, me and Savannah actually have joint custody of this idol now. This is something that I've been thinking about a lot. Just given the fact that she was there with me when I found it, it kind of creates this awkward scenario where like, which one of us has it? Like I technically lifted up the cone, but it's just like weird because she knows that I have it, and like my worst fear would be her like ratting me out because she knows that it's not her idol, it's my idol. So the thing that I decided to do, which could be extremely stupid, I don't know, it's like a calculated risk, but I think it's okay because I really do trust her, is each week we're gonna switch off who holds it. I don't even know if that's allowed, but yeah. So today at the end of the challenge in the elevator, I just gave her the idol because I'd been like talking to her about it. And I feel like that makes me feel better because it's like kind of both of our idol, and it like proves that I like would never turn on her or anything. And it kind of like forces her to keep quiet too, because now she is like, she has the idol sort of. So I'm hoping that this is like a good move on my part.
I am so upset that Pinkle lost the challenge on Thursday, just because there is speculation that the merge will probably happen at 11. And so winning the last challenge really would have just meant like smooth sailing, but unfortunately we do have to go to tribal probably one last time in these tribes. What's also scary is just that there's only 4 of us on the tribe, so there is theoretically a 25% chance of me going home, which is higher than I want, but I'm thinking it is just going to be an easy 3-1 vote against Jason. This really sucks because Jason is like super nice and he's honestly a really good number. I think he has come to realize that if he doesn't vote with us, it's probably gonna be him going home. So just like having that going forward and into the merge really would have been helpful to keeping my alliance safe. But I don't really want to get rid of Andrew and Parker this week, so unfortunately Jason is going to have to go. We told Jason to vote Parker, which is fine by me. Like, the longer I can go without my name being written down, the better. But it just kind of like made the most sense just because Parker has voted for Jason in the past, and we just kind of told him that like me and Andrew are on board to vote Parker, which obviously isn't true. But yeah, it just kind of sucks that we have to go to tribal council, like literally probably right before the merge. It's just like not the place you want to be, especially being the only tribe that's like all the original tribe members. Like, we're all shallow. It's just like really kind of worst case scenario, but at least we do have a pretty straightforward vote, hopefully. But yeah, definitely tribal council is not the place you want to go.
They could be playing me. Like, they could be like telling me that we're all gonna vote Parker, because that's what Andrew and Savannah have been saying, like, oh, we're all gonna vote Parker, and then they could fuck me over and vote me because Parker's again pushing for me. I don't know why Parker keeps pushing for me. I literally have done nothing to the kid. He literally has been he's pushed for me 3 times now, and I've only been to tribal like 3 times. But the point is, like, I am not a threat at all right now. I am actually like, I'm playing ball with everyone. They're helping Parker. So I don't know. And he could pull an idol or some shit. He could pull an idol, kick me out, and they could have to try and vote him again next week. But like, come on, man. Why me, Parker? Literally every week I hear from Andrew. He's like, yeah, Parker wants to vote you out. Parker wants to vote you out. Parker wants to vote you out. I'm like, I literally do nothing.
I believe this is not only my last vlog before tribal this week, but my last vlog before the merge, which is absolutely crazy. Sadly, we will be going into that merge with one less shallow because of this tribal this week, where probably Jason will be going home. Hopefully he goes home because that would put me on the right side of the vote. I don't want him to be going home, but because of my alliances, it has to be done.
Pinkle Tribe, welcome back to Tribal on this chilly Sunday evening. Let's talk about Thursday. Savannah, what do you think?
I was kind of sad that we lost, just because like there is speculation with the merge coming up that like winning last week kind of just would have meant like a couple chill days for the merge, so it just kind of sucks.
Yeah. Andrew, you and Jason played that second round, and you guys were not able to pull through. Does that put you at risk of going home today?
I mean, definitely. At this point, all 4 of us are really close together. I'm sure that no one had a really good time deciding what to do, so any factors that would help in the decision, you know, that could definitely be one of them.
Jason, same question. Just failing in that second round put you at higher risk?
Yeah, it does. It sucks because I felt like we had a chance near the end of that to like pop their balloons, but I mean, again, as I said in my confessional, he had longer legs than me, so I can't really do much. It was a little bit too much for me to handle.
Yeah. Parker, I'm going to ask you and Savannah like the opposite side of that question. Is it possible, it's a bit of a big brain question, is it possible that going first, losing, and then putting these 2 in the position where they have to fight for their tribe to avoid coming here, is that what you guys think you're going?
Well, yeah,
Yeah, I was just thinking that, like, technically we all lost in some way, so I feel like, I don't know if losing in either round puts anyone, like, above or below. We're all losers. So.
I blame defense.
Yeah.
Defense for the first one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Savannah, same question?
Yeah, the reason me and Parker went first was just because like we thought we might be better at it. So the fact that we did lose, like, yeah, just kind of unfortunate. So maybe it does, but yeah, we did all lose collectively.
Alright, well that's enough about Thursday. Let's talk about now. Jason, how you feeling being in travel right now?
I'm feeling all right. A little nervous, my heart's pounding, but I'm feeling all right about that.
Andrew, how about you?
I mean, you know, not great. Me too, like, definitely nervous. I think we're all really close together, and I think we all wanted to see as many original shallows make it, you know, as far in the game as possible. So hopefully they realize that I can help them, you know, moving forward in this game and choose to pick someone else. I don't really know what else I can say.
Yeah, so Andrew, I'll go back to you again. There's only 4 of you. You only had about 2.5, 3 days to get a plan together today. Was it easy? Was it hard?
I mean, it was kind of strange because, you know, we went into Thursday thinking, we voted on Thursday, not knowing whether or not we voted someone out. And as far as I know, no new information came out. So for me, I'm just going in this tribal the same way I went in last Thursday.
Savannah, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I feel like it was not too bad, even though like we did have a shorter amount of time. But, like, same thing.
I mean, it's inevitable at this point. Everyone's talking about the merge. Savannah, how do you feel in your position right now?
I don't know. I feel like good, but also just like still nervous. I kind of just like want to be there already. Like, it's been fun being in tribes, but I don't know, just like a whole new element of the game should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, Parker, what do you think?
I'm nervous. I mean, I know I've heard that original Murado people have called me the mastermind and thrown my name out, so I'm definitely a little nervous, but like everyone really looks forward to the merge in the game, so it's pretty exciting. But yeah.
Jason, when you hear the merge, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Trying to meet everyone that I don't know so far in the game. I haven't talked to like any of the Murados pretty much. So yeah, new faces. I guess that's pretty exciting.
Andrew, what about you? First thing that comes to mind when you hear the word?
Yeah, I mean, I really haven't spoken to like anybody, you know, outside of the shallows, except for like, you know, in passing at challenges. So I think that, you know, going in, we should have a bit of a majority, but at this point, no idols, no advantages have been played at any tribals, so I know it's coming, and I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous.
Yeah, Andrew, you just touched on advantages. Parker, so far you've been the only person to play any sort of advantage idol, not when you played the Tribe Swapper at the Tribe Swap. How do you feel about, or when the merge does come, it may not be today, it could be next week, you never know. How big of a role do you think those are going to play in both the merge and potentially even this vote right now?
I think in either it will play a big role. At least in the merge, they're gonna come out because there's been how many, like 4 or 5 idols hidden. So we're gonna see idols. It will definitely play a role.
All right, we'll wrap this up because it's cold. But Andrew, what do you want accomplished with this vote, whether it's for the Pickle Tribe or for you personally?
I mean, sadly, the way that this vote like kind of ended up, I feel like I kind of have to think about myself here, because I want all of us to move forward, but since one of us has to go, I have to think about my long game and, you know, what's going to help me further on in the game, who's going to help me the most further on in the game.
Yeah. Jason, how about you? What do you want to accomplish with this vote?
Yeah. At this point, kind of what Andrew said, I'm thinking about the end game here, and moving forward, I made the choice that I thought was best for my own interests in the future.
Savannah?
Yeah, same kind of thing. Just like you, at a certain point, you have to start thinking about yourself. And, like, since there only is 4 of us, like, you kind of just want to do what's best.
Parker, we'll wrap it up with you.
Yeah, I would say making the best choice for myself and also like the people I feel closest to, and making sure that we have a strong group going to the merge.
All right. All that being said, we'll go vote. You guys are going to go in there. Will one of you be the 7th person voted off of Survivor Syracuse New Era? Hey, before I read the votes, do you have any idols or events that you would like to play? Now's a good time to do so.
Alright, here are the votes. First vote, Jason. Second vote, Parker. One vote Jason, one vote Parker, two votes Amanda. Third vote, Jason. It's 2 votes Jason, 1 vote Parker, 1 vote remaining. Seventh person voted out, Survivor Syracuse, Jason.
Okay.
Here.
No hard feelings.
Well, just come right here. You just throw it on the ground. But Jason, tribe spoken. Go. Michael, public professional. Tinkle tribes down to 3 people. And I will see you guys in the upcoming challenge. Nothing else for you.
Next time on Survivor.
Alright guys, tribal immunity is no more. You are now playing individually. Every challenge will be an individual immunity challenge from here on out. Survivor is ready. The clock is starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
The merge is crazy.
If you make that promise and you don't keep it, then that's a dock on you, and that stays in my brain.
He thinks that he has me wrapped around his finger. He thinks that he's actually controlling the game right now, and he's not.
And the 8th person voted out of Survivor a new era, and the first member of our jury.
It's unfortunate, but no hard feelings to that. I really think it's the wrong decision. I tried to tell Andrew that earlier in the week because I don't know. I think Parker's a real threat moving forward, but for whatever reason they chose me, and I can't really be upset about it. So what I gotta say.